Hey everyone, Christina here, Ginger Mama Tarot, coming at you with your Cancer Divine Masculine Extended Tarotscope for the month of August. I apologize, my lighting's kind of off and my volume might be a little echoey, but it's what I got to work with. I am traveling, so that's what we're gonna do. But the message will remain the same. It will be good. All right, I think many of you are having some small awakenings, or you did if you were doing the work in the month of July, all right? Let's discuss though where we're at. As we start out August, there's a lot of energy in the cosmos, everyone. We have Mars, Uranus, and a lunar north node triple conjunct. At the beginning, we have Libra right now in Moon. She's in Libra. She'll be in Scorpio as we exit the week in the beginning of the month. And then we're building up to that full moon in Aquarius. This is a big one, you guys, especially for masculine energy. You're being called to ask yourselves, how am I charging my vehicle, right? Like, how am I charging myself? Is it electric? Is it gas? Like, how do I take care of myself, right? If you're the car, if you're the vehicle, how are you treating it? How does it look on the outside versus the inside? How's it running? Do you need to do some repair work? Do you need to rest, recoup? And what are you plugging into, okay? I know many masculines were plugging into a lot of things they shouldn't have been, so to speak, okay? So are you regrouping? Are you resetting that when it comes to third-party energy and things? Yeah, it's like you're realizing you shouldn't be entertaining all these options because it's draining you energetically every time you do. It's causing you energetic drain. So I love this. You're being called to walk away from this. The moon here in this card as well. The Eight of Cups, it's all about traveling forward, leaving the past in the past, saying that doesn't serve me, no more, I'm moving on. Okay, so continue that path forward. That is what we want to see. Ooh, cards are flying out. Look at this though, hold on. All right, look at this. Justice reversed, the Four of Pentacles reversed, okay? It's like you're not quite ready to surrender control yet to the universe. You're still holding on to something here, but it's like if you can do this, because it's somehow you think if you surrender control, your life won't be balanced. You won't be in control and then it'll all go to shit and you'll be like, oh my God, bad relationship, bad this, bad that. No, you're being called to let go of control and bring balance, justice to yourself, to the collective, to the world. If you have a divine counterpart, to bring balance to that, to ask yourself, why was I so controlling in this connection? Why could I not open up emotionally? Why did I run from this when I knew I had feelings? Why did I turn to third parties and put energetic swords in the back of my divine feminine and myself? Because I think you're realizing now that this is real and that that's what was occurring, that's what was happening. Every time you're with family, friends, karmics, lovers that were not at the right energy frequency, that energy was kicking back to your counterpart and literally made them feel like death. And many of them have found ways to clear this, to move forward, but at the same time, you're tied energetically. So now they're pushing that onto you, saying, no more. Your feminines are not gonna clear this for you anymore. You have to clear it. You have to clean up your mess. You have to fix the car, okay? That's what you're being called to do. I know, you're in your head. And many of you will probably remain here for the first 2 weeks of August if you're not reaching out to your counterpart in genuine, authentic truth. You're gonna have nightmares, dreams, difficulty sleeping. It's gonna get darker and darker and darker. And understand, that's because the universe is trying to show you, we gifted you. You planned this with this soul, this beautiful divine connection. And both people have to do their assignments. Both people have to do their work in order to be able to come into union. Your divine feminine has done their work, most likely, if you've been in separation, of healing independently, right? They've been in some dark, dark places, even though you have no idea. Many of you, you see them on social media or you think this or that, you think you know. You do not know, I assure you. And now the sun feels like it's going down on you as we exit the summer. And it's not because they're throwing shade your way. They're not doing that. This has nothing to do with them. It's because of the energies you entertained. Every single person you come across is an energy you entertain. And if you were imbalanced and not decisive in cutting out these energies and picking up your sword and saying, nope, I'm making a decision here and there, then right now you're feeling all that energetic kickback. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? All right? Because that's where we're at. So if you can get to the place on August 11th, right around there at that full moon, or leading up to it, where you can reach out to this person in genuine truth and say, look, I recognize I have an avoidant attachment style, and I don't want to be like that. I do not want to ghost you. So let's plan to get together, to talk, whatever it might be. You can move this slowly. However, you have to communicate clearly. I understand we have this connection. I'm still trying to figure it out. It's frightening for me. It's overwhelming. Trust me, it is for them as well. And you're having this conversation, and anytime you feel uncomfortable, you state the truth. Hey, I am feeling a little uncomfortable right now. I'm gonna pull back. I need a couple days to process what we were discussing. Can I reach out to you on Wednesday? Can I reach out to you on Friday? And then you hold yourself accountable and follow through with reaching out to them on that day. That is how you begin to heal your avoidant attachment style, okay? That is what they're there for. You helped them heal their anxious attachment style. They had to do it themselves, ultimately, but by pushing them away, which is why I kind of went this way. But at the same time, the agreement was that then you'd come back and heal your avoidant attachment style, because until you do, you're going to continue to put swords in their backs and in yours. And you're creating conflict after conflict after conflict for both of you. And the ride only ends and gets peaceful and great for you when you can heal your avoidant attachment style, all right? So ask the universe, yeah, many of you, it's like, you're sitting there thinking you got it all together by yourself. I don't need anything else. I'm grounded, I'm this, I'm that. The cards clearly say otherwise. So even if you thought that, that's not what's coming, Cancers. And your feminine does have it all together. They're grounded, they're stable, they're not stalking you on social media, they're not wishy-washy. They know who they are, they know this mission, they know the truth about source, the higher realms. But I know that's intimidating, right? Well, you have to get over that fear. You know, one of the tattoos I got this week is faith over fear. They've had to confront so much fear that you don't even know about, I assure you. Many of you are like, oh yeah, whatever, they didn't. You have no clue, no idea the darkness, the devil here, the chains they've had to break to the devil. And so you're being called this month. I'm telling you, you gotta fight, especially if it's in your dreams. There are these drops that occur repeatedly in dreams where you're literally fighting dark energies, and you have to choose. And if you continue to run from them, the dreams only get more intense. It's very, very scary, but you will win. You will be successful. Even if you wake up and you don't win one, I'm telling you, Source will let you try again and again until you do. You will feel stronger and stronger and more confident when you confront this in your dreams, and then you begin to confront it in your external reality. And for many of you, your biggest fear is open, authentic, clear communication, because you're afraid of rejection within that, which is why you ghost and you run. It's self-protection, but it hurts other people in the process, and it is unfair and it is selfish. All right? So that's what we're trying to heal. Just like your feminine expecting you to do everything for them was selfish, or always be there, right? Also, weird, my heart chakra. I feel like many of you, heart chakra activation. Cancers, this is like a lot of energy this month. This is intense for you right now. So yeah, be open to that. Look at this Ace of Cups. Allow these emotions to pour over. Like, I know Cancers get shit about like, or too emotional. You guys, emotions are a superpower, especially when harnessed and communicated clearly. And this is beautiful, overflowing energy. And we just got out of Cancer season. Like, come into this Leo season energy of like, it should be fun to be in my emotions. I should feel safe in this. And communicate that, okay? Because this is beautiful if you can do this. I know you're worried they're gonna chop your head off. They're gonna be like, how dare you, and those third parties and blah, blah, blah. Well, hear them out, right? Don't be afraid of any emotion they hold either, but speak your truth. Yeah, I made a mistake. How are you gonna prove to them that you're not gonna do this again? That's what they wanna know. It's not about what you did, it's about what you're going to do. How do they know they're safe with you? Because they have been very wounded, as have you, by the energy in this connection. And it's up to you to provide the feminine energy with safety, with security. And that oftentimes is a form of commitment, right? I'm committed to healing my anxious attachment style with you, or my avoidant. I'm committed to not being with other people while we figure out this energy connection. I'm committed to not being controlling anymore. I'm committed to standing here even if you're frustrated and upset, and understanding that that's a normal reaction and response. And I'm gonna surrender and allow this connection to be what it is, but I'm going to show up for you as the Emperor. As the Emperor. I am not gonna entertain third parties. I'm surrendering that. And I'm gonna allow you to feel whatever you need to feel around that. But I'm gonna clearly tell you that, because these feminines deserve to know the truth in 3D. They deserve to know the truth. that you're choosing them. I mean, many of you, it's like you have this weird belief like, oh, well, I'm not with anyone for 2 weeks. Will they know? It's like, what is that? And by the way, your chakras are not going to fully unlock and unblock until you heal your avoidant attachment style with your counterpart. So if you're wondering, well, how do they have all these powers and why don't I? It's because you haven't healed that. They healed their codependency and anxious attachment. They didn't run out to third parties and other people. And if they did, they pulled back, right? And that's how they ascended. So you're pulling back and now you have to go towards King of Swords again. You just have to make a choice, all right? So focus on that right now. We enter Virgo on the 22nd. I love Virgo energy. It's very intuitive, but it's also very like logical. Like let's get the list going. Let's figure out what the next steps are. And I feel like this is how you kind of need to approach this situation. These are my feelings. This is how I feel. But let's logically discuss how we can balance out these energies and communicate and not overwhelm either of us in this connection. I also have on my website, gingermama.com, a free blog on how to let your guard down as you come into union. It's very, very helpful. I think would help many of you. It also has a checklist for wounded and healed masculine and feminine energy. So you can kind of get an idea of where you are, maybe where your counterpart is, and understand if you're reaching out and then their response is not like super welcoming all of a sudden, they need time. And an emperor who loves them and cares about them would communicate that and say, I'm still gonna be here. I understand why you're upset. I will give you space. I'm still here. I know I made a mistake. I'm willing to prove that I will not do this again. All right, that's what healed masculine energy does. They are stoic in that. They stand there and they are the rock, right, for this feminine. And your feminine has been the rock for you. And so you need to be giving back. You both are the rock. You both are the feminine and masculine energy, okay? We also have Uranus retrograde in Taurus on the 24th. It's definitely a time to get really real about your career, your finances, your mission work. Again, what is it, a secret thing of yours? The moon reversed, King of Cups reversed. What's this secret endeavor that you've always wanted to do? This maybe childhood dream or like this idea you have around work or life that you want to like this grand idea or plan. Be honest with yourself about that. Tap into your emotions around that. Do you feel worthy of that? Do you feel like there's a block there or a fear of failure if you try to bring up a new idea at work or something like that? You can manifest the reality that you want. The new moon in Virgo on the 27th is offering us just that, okay? So get real with yourself, get clear, manifest that. But yeah, that idea of the car, make sure you're coming back to that. How are you fueling your car? How are you recharging it? How are you fueling others? Like, you know what I mean? Really ask yourself that. Also, sunflowers might be significant. Sunflowers. But yeah, right now, this isn't balanced. Whatever you're thinking of right now is not balanced. And you need to really have patience and pour into someone else. Okay? Have hope here. Have hope. But you gotta lay the burden down to God, and you gotta lay the burden down of these past lovers. You gotta forgive yourself for that. And if you're still with past people, that's that devil coming this month. Watch out. I'm telling you, dark energy. Sexual energy is literally life force energy. And when we're sharing it with people we are not spiritually connected with and designed to share the same frequency with that, then it creates massive blocks within our chakra system, massive problems within our energetic field. Even if we don't see it right when the incident occurs, it definitely comes in later and you have to clear that. So divine masculine, if you're experiencing any of that where you're like, this is weird sexual energy, you need to clear it, and not with other people but on your own. Okay, that's not your feminine, that's the energy you picked up on. Whether that was through an actual relationship or through your thoughts or things you were viewing online, anything like that. That's karma, that's energy, okay? Okay, you have the sun here by the end of the month if you can clear that out, okay? First 2 weeks here, get going, do the hard work, push through, and by the end of the month you're gonna be feeling really good. I love you guys, feel free to subscribe. Also, check out your moon and rising signs. Those are imperative on your journey, I'm telling you. And I will see you back next month.